Hi everyone, I'm Sam. Let's play some daily games. Today is December 3rd, 2025. It's Wednesday, and we are starting off with Wordle first, playing number 1628. Alright, let's put it script. Without further ado, okay. S&T. Okay. For no reason, what musty? Okay, we placed the S&T, so that's kind of good. I don't think it can be too many things left. Can't be pesto, no P. Can't be pasta, no P. Something ASTE, I'm gonna guess, because ESTE doesn't really make sense. OSTE also doesn't make sense. So I think it's gonna be ASTE. So waste is one. Haste, based, cast. Oh, that's a tough one as well. So then we're gonna do an eval because we get C, W, B, H. Those are all the ones that I can think of. So let's try that. Maybe Chase, just to see what. But yeah, it's haste. There we go. Nice, pretty easy, straightforward eval gets you there. I mean, it's always great when you get a simple eval, not that many options, and the one eval just gets you where you need to go. I mean, super straightforward. No muss, no fuss, right? Let's take a look at the answer. Today it's haste. So it's strip. Excellent. 542. Pretty good. Pretty good. Okay, and Musty made it even better. 41 possible guesses. And Chase got it down to only one option. Haste. Okay, so after Musty, we could have had, yeah, cast, haste, based. Taste. I didn't see that one. I'm pretty sure that one has been done before. Taste, waste. Ignore all the plurals. Oh, testy. I was thinking of that, but I don't think they do that. Yeah, I doubt that. I didn't know that testy was the singular. I thought it was, I know testes is the plural, but testy is the singular. I didn't know that. Okay. Well, yeah, we had a couple of options there. Let's look at word finder, see which ones have been done before. Cast, no. They might not. I don't know where they would use it. It does have some connotations, perhaps. Based. Yes, based was this year. Waste, 2022. Taste 2023. Taste what else? You already tried, right? So cast not yet. Haste was today. Based done. Taste waste also done. So that's really it. I can check for testing, but I'm pretty sure they have done it. And I don't think they will ever do that. I don't think they'll ever do testing. I don't think so. So let's take a look at my stats now. 4 guess songs, 142. Going strong, going strong. So got a decent little gap here between my 5 guess songs and 3 guess songs. Okay. Haven't had any twos in like a week or two. That's okay. We'll get back on there. And still haven't got my one. Okay. The day that everything turns green is gonna be wild. I'm gonna be celebrating like crazy. So alright, let's move on to connections. We are playing number 900 and is it 6? Yes, it is. 906. I don't want to scroll down too far. Don't want to miss out that one away notification. Today's 16 words are lobby, press, rocket, reception, charm, piano, appeal, ring, iron, chain, function, campaign, party, macho, bangle, and event. Okay. Macho man? It's a thing, right? I don't know if it was like a song or thing. Piano Man, I think it was a movie. Iron Man is superhero. Rocket Man, Elton John, a song. Could be. The one off that name just said, in case it's a red herring. In case the man is a red herring. Um, to lobby, to appeal, um, perhaps to charm and to press. I could sort of see all those as synonyms, so sort of like convince, persuade someone. That could be one group. Chain, ring, bangle, or pieces of jewelry. Oh, probably the campaign goes into the lobby one, and then charm goes into the jewelry. Okay, I think I see something. So let's try the man first. Let's see, that's the purple man songs from the 70s. Oh, they're all songs. Why did I think that? Because I thought Iron Man was just the movie. I didn't know that there was an Iron Man song, and I thought Macho Man might have been a song, and then and I thought Piano Man was a movie, but actually it's a song. So I got that wrong there. But I got the man part, so I'll say I get half a point. And then okay. Charm, chain, ring, bangle, their jewelry. Alright, lobby, appeal, campaign, and press. Do you see that? So I think most likely it's probably gonna be this one. Press, lobby, appeal, campaign. So to convince, to persuade. I think that might be the blue, don't know. Petition for it. Yeah, sure. I mean, I think that goes on part with persuade petition to get something done, right? I feel like so. And then we've got now. I can see which ones. I think party, reception, function, event could be the green. So just galas, whatever you want to call it. Hopefully that's the green. Yeah, social gathering. Yeah, that's a much better way of saying that. Charm, chain, bangle, ring, jewelry, pieces of jewelry. That's a very easy yellow. Kinds of jewelry. Okay, so yeah, 3.5 points. Only half for the purple because I didn't know that they were all songs. Okay. I know Rocket Man was Elton John. Piano Man is Billy Joel. I want to say Macho Man. I don't know who did that. So let's check that out. Macho Man. Copies written by the same people for the same term. Sorry. Village People is that the song by? Well, the album is by Village People, and Macho Man is the song by Village People on the album as well. So, and then there's Mucho Macho Man, an American racehorse so-called in tribute to the song by Village People. Okay, so very Macho Man. Iron Man as a song, I am not aware, but let's check it out. Yeah, we is there like certain pages? So I can go to this configuration. Uh, no, wait, hold on. It's got to be like Iron Man's song. There we go. I think I found it. Somebody English heavy metal band Black Sabbath. Okay, yeah, 1970s. Okay, but the album Paranoid. Yeah, I didn't know that. Okay. Very metal of them, right? As a band. To do Iron Man. Okay, bad jokes aside. Okay, so they're all 70 songs with man at the end. Yeah, didn't realize that songs were that old. Petition 4 is also pretty easy, but I did feel like that was the hardest synonymous group of the three that I had left after the man ones. So that's why I put them on blue. And then same thing with the gathering. That one seemed more sort of abstract in terms of like you can't really see it as opposed to like physical jewelry. That one seemed the easiest one. Bangle chain charm ring, super easy. That this, I mean, today's group I feel like it's gonna be like a 1 out of 5. I mean, the hardest was really this one, but you could probably get that one once you've done the rest. Although I know that there was a red herring there with charm, like charm, but the rest are more like legal, political persuasions as opposed to charm, which is more like a personal, right? Personal persuasion kind of vibes. So yeah, that could be like the slight red herring, but not that strong for red herring if you really pay attention. So I would say maybe 1.5 out of 5, only because of the man stuff. I think so. Can't be that high. I don't think. Yeah, I think this should be pretty gettable for most of us. All right, let us move on to the last game for today, which is LA Times Major Crossword by Elizabeth Sikorsky. There we go. Scrolling down, one across Dutch city in Vermeer paintings. Oh no, I don't remember Dutch cities. What's the name? I don't know. Okay, let's just move on. One down, moisturizer amounts. Could be like that. I'll try that. Two down, campaign poster command. It's not like I want you or something like I don't know. Three down, collectible print briefly. Not sure. Not sure. Four down, Islamic degree. Don't know. Five down, tennis shoe feature. I actually don't know. Yeah, I really don't know. Six across, you're nothing but blank. Jelly roll song lyric. You're nothing but a something. I don't know what is I don't know. Seven across, Jezebel Star Davis. Could be Betty Davis, spelled like that. Eight across, neutral vowel sound. What? A vowel sound that starts with an S, though. Is that right? I don't know about that. Nine across, grassland croaker. Could be a toad or a frog. I think that's toad. And then this one I think is tread. I think so. Islamic degree. Not sure about that. Can it poster command? Something. Yeah, I don't know. Little print briefly. Uh, Pepsi. We're nothing but want to say loser, but that doesn't fit. I know I have to check because I don't know. Let's check the grid. Okay, the grid is correct. I just okay, a Dutch city that starts with D and ends in T. Wow, this is tough. I actually don't know. You're nothing but a bear. Oh, wait. Oh, you're nothing but. I don't know. Neutral vowel sound. Oh, is that a schwa? Now I get it. Okay. Thank goodness for linguistics. I remember something. Okay, can't make most through command. I don't know. Elect maybe. Can multiple print briefly. A litho. Islamic degree. Fatwa. Oh my god, 2 minutes and 3 seconds. Finally, it started clicking together after I got schwa. Oh, thank goodness. Okay, let's take a closer look at the clues and answers. One across Dutch city in Vermeer paintings. Vermeer is a famous painter. I think he did, well, girl with a pearl earring or something. Was that him? Did he do that one? Yeah, Vermeer, Johannes Vermeer. I think that's what did he works? Oh, he has woman with a pearl necklace. Girl reading view of Delft. Okay, that's about it. Street, etc. We have like girl with the pairing was him. Girl with the wine glass, mistress and maid. He's got a lot of girl with the something. Lady writing a letter with her maid. Very specific. I mean, I appreciate that it's very direct. Wow, those paintings are gorgeous. Pronunciation of name. Why? Okay, wait. In Dutch, this is pronounced Vermeer. Okay, Vermeer, maybe as opposed to Vermeer, and then Vermeer. Oh, Vermeer is just from the UK. Oh, I don't like that. I'm gonna say it's more like Vermeer. I think that's how they're saying it. I think so. Vermeer. Okay, where were we at? Okay. Depth. That's a Dutch city. One down, moisturizer amounts. You dab on some moisturizer on your skin. Two down, campaign poster command. I guess the campaign poster because that's like they want you to vote for that person, right? So it's like elect or elect me. Maybe that's what they suppose. Three down, collectible print briefly. I've heard of like a lithograph. Is that how you call it? Lithograph? Let's check that right. Noun, a print made by lithography, which is the process of printing from a plane surface, such as a smooth stone or metal plate, on which the image to be printed is ink receptive and the blank area ink repellent. Okay, so I've seen those. If you like check on like TikTok, one of the people doing those like litho prints. So briefly means the answer to be shortened, and that's a kind of special print to collect, I guess. Four down Islamic. It wasn't not degree. I read a degree like a university degree or like I did not read that right. It's actually decree. Yeah, fatwa is it's like an Islamic law of some kind, right? Like maybe it's better to. Okay, fatwa is a legal ruling on a point of Islamic law given by a qualified Islamic jurist. In response to a question posed by a private individual, judge, or government, jurist issuing fatwas is called a mufti. An act of issuing fatwas is called ifta. Fatwas have played an important role throughout Islamic history, making on new forms in modern Arabic. Okay, so it's a legal ruling based on the Islamic law. Five down tennis shoe features, I guess. I mean, I'm not familiar with tennis shoes. I just thought that okay, they're just regular shoes, but they have special treads maybe for tennis purposes, I guess. Six across. You're nothing but blank. Jelly Roll song lyric. You're nothing but a liar. Wow, I would have never gotten that one. I was like, you're nothing but I kept seeing you're nothing but a bear for some weird reason. I mean, that makes no sense, but that was all I could see with the R here and four-letter word. Um, who is Jelly Roll? Is it a band or it's a singer? What? Jelly Roll, American rapper, singer, and songwriter. He rose to mainstream prominence. I think I might have heard of his name once, and even then, I thought that he was like a singer from like decades ago, as opposed to then active in 2003, so it makes sense. What I mean, it's the song, right? It's a song lyric, but I don't know what the song title is. Okay, it doesn't matter. So it was Jezebel star Betty Davis. I know Betty Davis is like a pretty famous actress. I don't actually know if she's passed. American actress. April 5th, 1908 and October 6th, 1989. She passed in the 80s. One of the greatest actresses in history. I've heard she's famous. And Jezebel. Is this like a religious movie or what is it about? Let's check. Jezebel is a romantic drama film with Henry Fonda, right? The film tells the story of Julie Marsden, a headstrong young woman during the antebellum period whose actions cost her present Diller the man she loves. So it's some kind of romance, drama, and whatnot. Okay. Not really my thing, but maybe back then this is what people like to watch in 1930s, I suppose. Eight across neutral vowel sound. I was very confused because I was like, why would a vowel sound start with a s? You know. Then I remember that kind of specific sound is called a schwa in my class. Okay, so to understand what that is, let's just go to Wikipedia because it's hard to explain. The mid-sector vowel is a type of vowel sound using physics spoken languages. The reduced mid-sector vowel is known as a schwa. So it looks like this. It's like a backwards. It's like an sound. I think is that how you say it? Do we have auto sample here? Yeah. See, right. Okay. So I do remember something from my linguistics class. Again, thank goodness this degree is coming in handy for puzzles and whatnot. Okay, and then across grassland croaker. So we went. It's an animal, a creature that croaks that lives in the grassland. I was torn between frog and toad, but looking at the formation of letters FROG, I thought it unlikely for the word to end in a G with the E in the middle, so I read a toad, and then I could see tread and so on and so forth. So that helped me a lot to get there. So sometimes it's the little things, the little letters that you can think of that helps you if you're like not sure of the answer. If you have a couple of them, couple of possibilities, it's just always good to kind of like look at, the other entries and seeing if that will make sense. So like if F or G, would that make sense with an E here? Sometimes they do, but sometimes they don't either. So then you can discount those. So yeah, a tough one as well. We had a really tough mini crossword yesterday, and also a tough one today as well. I don't know what's in the water. Is Elizabeth something like on fire? She's like, wow, you guys think this is so easy? Well, think again, and then she just rolls up her sleeves and then does this. I don't know, but yeah, the Delft one, trivia. Litho. Also, I kind of want to say I don't know how common this is, but in a way, I kind of feel it's with trivia ish. Patois, yes, I mean language trivia. Schwa, linguistics trivia. Betty Davis, yep. You're thinking about liar. I don't know how many people could have gotten this if they had known the song lyric, to be honest. Toad is fine. So there we go. So quite a rough one for me as well. So tomorrow hopefully will be a little bit easier. Please, Elizabeth, I beg you, go easy on me. That'd be great. I mean, I like a little challenge, but I don't like getting mini crossword times, soft times in 2 minutes, like 2 days in a row plus. That's not a great look, but okay. Let's see. Okay, let's move on to the video comments from yesterday. Okay, so that was just the December 2nd video. All right, let's go on to the earliest comment from RomV99. This was partial red herring of New York City museums. Yeah, that's the one that I totally missed, and I can't believe that there's a museum called the Frick. Why? Why would? Okay, this I have to see. Now, why? Okay, art museum. Yeah, Frick collection. Okay, now that kind of makes more sense. Also, colloquially known as the Frick. Ah, it comes from a person's name, Henry Clay Frick. Otherwise, I'd be very confused why they call this the Frick collection, because that sounds funny. So, quite good, quite good. Thankfully, I'm not a New Yorker. Did not get confused. I presume like this is to trick the New Yorkers. It is New York Times, so makes sense that they go for a New York angle to try to be a red herring. And thankfully, I didn't know. So this is one of those cases where it's good that I don't know much, and then I wouldn't get really involved with that one. So yeah, MoMA. That's I think Museum of Modern Art and Met. I don't know what is it Metropolitan Museum maybe Metropolitan Museum. No wait, that's yeah, Metropolitan Museum of Art is Met, and then MoMA is Museum of Modern Art. So that often gets confused MoMA because of the letters, right? Fair enough. Yeah, yeah. Okay, moving on to Glacier Breeze 8815's comment. Oh, you got a 4 in there. The T is tricky, isn't it? And the A, gosh. Yeah, yeah. Coati. Yes, I've heard of that. Coati. Isn't that like an. Now I think about it, because I learned this word in Scrabble sometime. Like, is it an animal? I can't remember. Or my. Oh, it is. It is an animal. Yes, and they've got a lovely illustration here. Don't know again who drew this. I wish they credit the people who drew these who draw these things. But they're tropical American mammals related to the raccoon, but with a longer body and long flexible snout. So yes, that's an interesting one. I don't know if that would. Yeah, I suppose that could be on the answer list if possible, but that would be it would be a rough one. Coati, yeah, I haven't heard of that word in a long time since last playing Scrabble. So yeah, and oh, you lost the coin toss. It sucks, isn't it, when you get like the 50-50 and you really don't know which one, and no point in doing an eval because it's either way. You just have to kind of just choose one or the other. Like those kinds are often Recipes for good things or disasters. Yeah, I mean, so they win or you lose the cocktails. Yeah. All right. Commander Edwards comment. You also got a 4. Ah, yeah. I mean, cacti. It's a rough word, isn't it? Hard for human use for the bot. Of course it is. I mean, sure, the bot could think of all that stuff. You know, and let's never compare ourselves to a bot because the bot always, in my opinion, it's cheating because it has different background than we do. And well, batik, yeah, as I said before, that's a word that I'm familiar with. I don't think they'll ever use it in Wordle. If it does, I'll eat my head, and I don't even have head. But if they ever use batik, that'd be fascinating. I'd love to see that, but I don't think they'll ever do that. So that would be funny to see that. Yeah, try to do that. Collisions difficulty 4 out of 5. Oh, okay, pretty rough one. But New York Times tester is 2 out of 5. Okay. Yeah, I know people worry for me about the sports thing, and I was worried for myself with the sports teams too. But I was lucky that they chose the ones that I knew. If it was a different day, they chose a bunch of teams that I didn't know. As we've seen before in the past, where I've messed up on teams that I didn't know were teams, it's rough. But I think once I realized that they tend to do that, like the singular team noun, like the name in the connections, I started to sometimes look for those as well in case if that is the answer. So and hopefully like doing this it's training my brain. I'm hoping that's what it is here. Okay. And yeah. And yeah, Museum Red Herring. Oh, the Broad are also New York City Museum Broad Museum. Let's check this out. Oh, sorry, I cannot spell broad. Okay. It's just called the Broad. Oh. As a contemporary art museum, I'm going to wonder what's the origin of the name of it. The Broad. It's not named after a person, right? The Broad. Does it explain it here? Oh, no, there's a called. Oh, okay, yeah, it is by name. Okay, Eli and Edith Broad. So that makes sense. So that's why they were called that. It's based on. Why do they say like that? O's and Toad. Broad, the Broad. So not broad, the Broad, because that's what they're implying in the phonetic symbols here. The that symbols is like as in code, ode. So the Broad. Wow. Okay, so it's the Broad, not the Broad. I stand corrected. Okay, so that's what it is. And Georgia the Jungle. Really, you were thinking of Georgia the Jungle? Yeah. Well, it's a very catchy theme song. What a wild coincidence. Yes, I've had both those weird coincidences. Schlep. That's really a lyric. He'll schlep on his elephant ship. Wow. Okay, I only know the theme song from the movie, and then all I remember is they were saying George, George, George of the Jungle, something, something. But I don't remember the elephant line at all. So that would have helped when I was thinking of what the elephant's name was. And lastly, Dugong 369. Ooh, a 5, but very close still. You survived. You survived there. Oh, Waltz would have been a great one. I think Waltz has been done before. Let's just now I'm curious. Has it? It's got me curious. It has. So thankfully that's out of the way. Waltz is out. Manta, like manta ray. Okay, fascinating one as well. Manta, not yet, but I wonder if they'll ever do it because it does. Manta usually goes with ray, so I don't know if they would ever do that one in Wordle. They might, but yeah, tough one. And yes, there is an A. Yeah, there's an AT trap there, isn't it? Yeah, it's tough, especially if you're on hard mode. Traps are the worst, and you're like going through. But luckily, you got there in the end. I don't know how many more possible words you had left after Manta, but thankfully you landed on cacti. Great job. Yeah, that mini crossword was one of the hardest, right? That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, I can't recall a New York mini when I used to do them that was this hard. Maybe I forgot. I haven't done them so long that I've forgotten, but it just feels like, yeah, it's been a while since I've had one that tough. So kudos to you, Elizabeth. You knocked a lot of us off our feet there. Really a rough one. All right. Thanks so much for watching today's video, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Bye.